what you choose to put in your tough spot tray is really important. So I visit a lot of clients who might set up something that's quite ornate, perhaps put in some kind of texture or material that isn't particularly inspiring, perhaps doesn't have any kind of connection to learning happening elsewhere, and maybe it's just completely removed from what children know. And we can kind of tell quite quickly that that material or that activity that they've set up isn't really having the impact that they want it to have. So I want you to think today a little bit about involvement levels in terms of your tray. How do we know when your tough spot tray isn't really hitting the mark? Well, the first thing would be is if you've got children who are flitting from your tough spot tray to somewhere else in the space. Perhaps they're coming to use a tough spot tray as a table or a resource area, gathering a resource, taking something from the tough spot tray to a different area in the room. That would suggest to me that your resources are fine, but the location of being in a tough spot tray doesn't really make a huge amount of sense, in which case take the tough spot tray away. But also thinking a little bit about what they're doing at the tough spot tray if they're staying there. If the play is quite solitary, it's quite quiet, and it's not developmentally appropriate for it to be so quiet, then is this really working for the children? Is it really a social experience? Are they able to engage deeply and meaningfully? Now, we're going to get some quiet solitary play, especially with exploration, but it shouldn't last for a long period of time. Eventually, the children should be able to, after a few moments at least, be able to come out of that and be able to play and talk to each other about what they're playing with. There should be some level of excitement and engagement there too. Now, if it's a bit of a mundane material, something I've seen many, many, many times before, like something like sand, then we need to be adding something new to it. So, for example, this is custard powder mixed with shaving foam. It's one of my favourite activities to do. The shaving foam was a little bit mundane, and the children wanted to add something new to it, so adding in the custard powder made a big difference. And it really enlivened this activity quite a lot more. So if you've got tough spot tray setups that are just not really hitting the mark, you're not getting that deep and meaningful cooperative social play happening with lots of vocabulary, lots of excitement, lots of involvement, long periods of time happening in the tray, then there are definitely better ways to run your tough spot tray. So check out the January challenge. I've got lots of tips and advice in there for you to help it make more sense to you. But just reach out to me if you're struggling with this idea. I'll now put another post up about week 1 in the next few days.